Wi-Fi here, so bear with me. All right, there's a little skip. It's very quiet. Fireball out there. It's dead. So I don't think we're going to get much action rate. Just got in and out, and I did work skip this morning, and then it kind of faded out. About a DX land 612 Gulf Islands, 612 in the Gulf Islands Pacific. She dead, man. Somebody out there. I want to thank Steve, a fellow radio operator, for giving me this super cool ways before yet. But anyway, I'm the Mama's Fish House. It's not a big island that lives in Crofton. It's a, like I say, fellow operator. I do local. And that's a cool mug. Really cool. I'm amazed Wendy lets it. She likes this. Likes Maui. Guy's booming and he's running mega power. Cheers and beers. We get to be back live. Thanks a lot there. Different Gear TV. I had a good long live stream last night, an hour and a half on this one. Video game. And we did have skip. We worked a bunch of DX. About a DX land. 612 Gulf Breaker DX land. About a DX land. Solve on the Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. I don't think I'm going to have too much luck today. There's only a little bit of skip coming to this channel. I've been out gardening all day. Just gave some people visiting from Los Angeles a garden tour. See if this guy, see if I can get back to him. About 413, about at 413, 612 Gulf Island, 612 Gulf Islands, North Pacific, 612 Gulf Islands, North Pacific, break, Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Let's go through the band a little bit here. It seems like that's the only channel skipped is 6. Trappers coming in from the deep south. Can't wait to go back to Maui. Anyway, like we're going back to Alaska before we, and I'm really looking forward to it. It's she booked a cruise for my birthday and then for our anniversary too. So my birthday's end of March, but the cruise it starts in May, and it'll be lots of fun. Alaska's absolutely beautiful. The Panhandle. It almost looks like it could rain out there, and I hope it does. I have it in this man cave. It's nice and warm and cozy, and even better when it rains. Jungle Joe, Micro Now Media. Hey, in there. Good to have everybody in there. It's I'm going to say beautiful. I like when it's cloudy out because I can spend time in here. Done doing my outside in the garden and giving a garden tour to some very nice people visiting a restaurant. And he messaged me. Actually, he talked to me. He says, we have friends visiting from Los Angeles, and it'd be okay when you're here too. And a lot of different plants. We have 2 cideries on Salt Spring. We have a brewery. Actually, you're in the northwest corner. I'm in the southwest corner of BC. I'm actually further than that because I'm out in the ocean here. We're on the island. So I'm on the south of the North Pacific. Like the beautiful North, the tiki mug from my buddy Steve, Mama's Fish House. It says Maui on it. Mama's Fish House. So Wendy and I went there, but very costly place. Expensive. So that's a really nice mug. It holds a whole thing of fake beer. That's fake beer. Anyway, tonight Wendy's cooking up tuna and scallops, which would be good. Last night, kangaroo. My part-time venison, elk. Kangaroo and bison. So I read it on kangaroo. It's the cleanest and most healthiest red meat to eat, lowest in fat. So I had some of that, and Wendy loved really good. So you want a really low fat burger, but still high in iron and protein and all that. Kangaroo meat, free range from Australia, really good. for some weird reason, this RCI 2970, when I turned it on this morning, was scanning through the channels, and I couldn't stop it. I don't know what was going on with it. I thought maybe it was on scan mode or whatever, but so once it warmed up, it stopped, and now it seems to be working fine. How about a DX land? How about a DX land? 612 Gulf Islands, 612 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. How about a DX land? How about a DX land? We got any conditions to get out to skipland today? 612 Gulf Islands, North Pacific. 612, reading the mail. Be nice if somebody hear me out there. Yeah, it's a cool day out here. Wow. Oh, no, it's not working properly. My thing's not working, but I need a new battery in it. That's why. Big Joe, hey, Travis, good to see you in there, man. Thanks for joining in the live gate. It's like this is the only channel where there's DX coming in on channel 6. Rest of the band is completely dead. I'm not going to have any luck with these guys. These big guys only have ears for big strappers, and I ain't a big strapper in the radio world. I just work with what I have. Fireball's in there, and he's a big strapper. He's running some big power. We're doing good here. Hope you're having a good Labor Day. Breaker DX land, about a DX land, 612 Gulf Islands, 612 Gulf Island, North Pacific. How about it skip land? How about it skip land? 612 on the Gulf Islands, North Pacific. Nothing yet, man. Hope everybody's well out there. I wonder how many of the big strappers are licensed. Probably not. I'm not licensed because you don't have to have a license for this up here anymore. I used to have a license. You used to have to get a license. It was every 3 years the license was up through the Department of Communications. You have to send them, I don't know what it was, $20 or whatever for 3 years. Maybe it was less. It was a long time ago. But they did away with licenses many moons ago up here. So no license required for 11-meter band radios, which is super cool. One good thing about Canada, I'm not happy with the rest of the stuff, but one good thing about Canada, we don't have to license these things. Let's see if we can get back to this guy. How about AX land today? Anybody out there copy 612 on the west coast of Canada? 612 listening. Needs mega power. Listen to these guys. Nothing else anywhere else except on channel 6. The big power stations love to hang out on channel 6. Why is that? Anyway, we'll put it back to 6. But I don't know about in the States if you guys have to license your radios, 11-meter band radios. Ham radio, you do have to license. You know what I mean? And I mean, I have capabilities to talk to go up into ham radio band. I don't do that. Not allowed to do that. That's where you need a license. I just stick with the 11-meter band. About a DX land, 612 Gulf Islands, 612 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Be surprised if anybody came back to me. Oh, that's really good. Really smooth. Tastes like it's on tap. Anyway, so once the colder weather comes, I'm going to have my little heater going in here and keep me nice and warm. Yeah, no license. You're not allowed to run any extra power on 11-meter band. So stock radio comes with 4 watts on AM and 12 watts single on sideband, envelope power PEP. So sideband legal license. You don't have to have a license, but it's legal to run extra power. So all of those guys that are running extra power, that is illegal, not permitted, right? But most people on these things run extra power. Even that radio right there puts power, but I would turn down, right? So but something does help when you're talking skip And a lot of these, like, I'm on here to talk skip. I rarely talk local. I say hi and bye, a short conversation cues with my buddies over on the Big Eye. But I like talking. That's my thing, is skip shooting. It's more of a challenge, right? There'll be somebody getting back to me. How about it, skipland? 612 breaking, 612 break. How's it 612 making it out? Are we making it up to skipping? 612 in the North Pacific. Nothing. Nothing. Nada. Anyway, we have a few people that stop by. I appreciate it. I know still early in the day and a lot of people are out about doing things. So I'm really planning on doing a live stream today, but I finished doing everything out in the garden. And I thought, you know what? Let's do a stream. Just for the moment, random thought. Amazing how good these guys are coming in. Yeah, when I first got my very first radio in 1977, is your radio? No, it's not. It's a 2970DX. That's a 2970DX. And that over there is see that big one? That big one over there is a 2980WX RCI, right? I really like that radio. So when I get a new antenna, I'm going to hook my new antenna to the RCI 2980WX. Right, I have 3 antennas up right now. So on this radio, I have, what do I have on this one? On this radio, I have an IMAX 2000. And on my RCI 2980, I have an Antron 99. And on the 458 here, I have a 5.8 Sigma Venom. And so 3 omnidirectional. So I am getting a beam. Hopefully my beam will be here I think by the 21st or something like that. And then I will assemble it, make sure the rotor works. I got a brand new rotor. I'll wire that in, everything on the ground first to make sure it's working. And I'll put her up, get that beam up, get it all matched, and hopefully get out better. I'll skip. It's a flat side beam. I'm putting up a Yagi, a 3-element Serio Yagi. And that's what I always wanted. I've had beams in the past, but I've always wanted a Yagi beam. I was looking at a Radio Shack years ago, which I should have bought, but I never did. I never did buy that 3-element Yagi from Radio Shack because you can put that on flat side. So this one has a gamma match, so it is coming from Europe, so it does take some time. I'm also waiting for some more coax and some connectors, and what else am I waiting for? Rotor wire for my rotor. So I got an RCA rotor, and I just waiting for the wire so I can wire the rotor to the control box, and then I can get going. And I need Woody to take the rest of her stuff out of this man cave. So this man cave I'm in now is an outbuild. Wendy built it herself. She built this whole thing herself. Wendy likes to build. Very talented lady. So Wendy built this 8x8 man cave, and you can see it. It's got the little foyer there. Looks out into the gardens. Right. She's still got some of her cards on the side there. And it's really cool what she did here. So it's got a roof on it. And she's taken her art stuff out. This is where she would bench. So then I have more space. So, yeah, this is Wendy's creation. I helped her put the roof on. And some of the paneling a little bit. But she did everything else herself. She's a very talented gal. You got to like having a woman that likes to build. And Wendy likes to build. She's got all the power tools, got all that stuff, which is totally awesome. So anyway, she said, "Hey, Joe, moved your radio remote. Audio, yeah, it keeps buffering because it's only one bar on the internet. It's so far. Oh, am I still on the internet? One bar. Is there any way I can move this down? Let's see. No. Yeah, it's bad. Sorry. Yeah, it's bad. I won't go too much longer. See, we'll see. Maybe I can. Last night I had actually 2 bars. I wonder if I open the door, it'd make a difference. Let's see. Does it make a difference? Doesn't make a difference. No, it doesn't make a difference. Or does diddly squat. I thought maybe you'd let the signal in easier. Maybe I'm blocking that signal. Maybe I got to go back farther. There we go. No, but last night I did have 2 bars. So, like I say, probably 60 feet. I'm going to say no, it's within 60 feet away, the wireless route, way on the side of the house. And this building is 25 or 30 feet away from the house, something like that. Sorry about that. Apologize for the crappy connection. I'd bet in here. 12 Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Break. This is an old radio too, so screw the bands are public. A visit twice back in the 1980s. I think the last time they paid me a visit above and below channel 40. So somebody claimed on me in Texas, of all places. Somebody in Texas thinked on me, and they did come and pay me a visit, but they never did find anything. I had the hits on them. Anyway, if you're a good boy on here and you don't cause H&D, I mean, there's people who use it all the time. And if you're swearing and you're interfering, if you're probably interfering with your vision set on a daily basis or coming over stereo systems in the neighbors' places and you're in a subdivision, then they probably FCC on you. But if you're not bothering anybody, they're probably not going to come and check on you, right? So here, I don't have any neighbors. It's really a quiet area we are, and I'm not going to interfere with anybody. I live out here in the boonies. We're on an island. And the only way on and off this island is by boat, okay? So there's no bridges to this island, and I'm anything like that. Basically, I am the only operator on this island that uses the radio. I know of 2 of those radios. They never use them. They just have them. Talking on the radio, and the skip comes in. I just love shooting skip. It's something I never heard of. I've never been bored of shooting skip. How about a DX land 612 Gulf Islands? 612 on Gulf Islands in the North Pacific. Breaker DX land, break DX land 612 from the islands. Maybe it'll pick up. I'll go through the band. Nothing. Dead. Leave it on 6 and see what happens. I don't put the rules anyway. I never have. So some of the rules are meant to be bent. Maybe some even broken too. I'm amazed the dictator of Canada hasn't censored the ground waves or ham radio or any of that stuff. Probably next on his list, I'm sure. Probably next on his list. Nothing surprises me with the dictator. Actually, I'm going to put this wire up here. Let's put this wire up here. It's for my... There we go. There we are. My video room in a from what used to be, because her daughter is going to hang out here. She wants to move back to Salt Spring. She needs a place to crash, so she's got it ready for her daughter. So her daughter is now back into a bedroom, and so I got this 8x8 space, which is totally awesome, and I'm very happy with it. And like, hey, when the weather gets lousy, I'm going to be nice and cozy and warm in here shooting my skip action or something. Because like last night, I had 2 bars. 3844 around DC should be lighting up with X2V crew. Really interesting. DC, District of Columbia, a long way away from our Gulflands. A long way away. I've never been there before, but I'd like to go there and see the botanical gardens. I know Palm Planet lives near DC, and I'm on his YouTube channel. I post some of the cool plants they grow in DC. Some nice palm trees growing in DC, believe it or not. check out his channel. It's called Palm Planet. The Arboretum there, the Washington, D.C. Botanical Gardens is pretty nice, man. It's kind of mind blowing what they can grow in D.C., but then again, it's pretty mind blowing what we grow here on this island, too. You never think you are in Canada when you see what we grow here on this island, just because the ocean regulates our air temperature so nicely, it never gets cold enough to bother what we grow here. So lots of plum trees, salt spring, eucalyptus. We grow olives. There's a big olive farm on the south end of our island. You know, they make olive oil here on Salt Spring. The only place in Canada they make olive oil. We have a fig farm down the road, lots of vineyards, and you name it, we grow it here on Salt Spring Island in the North Pacific. It's a pretty cool place. It's the only place I'd live in Canada because the rest of Canada in the winters are too cold for me. If I can't look out and see greenery in the wintertime, it's too cold for me. Or palm tree. So anyway, let's see. We're 26 minutes into this. I love olives. All beautiful. We have several olive trees in our garden. We have 7 olive trees on our property here. Most of them I grew from seed. And yeah, the olive farm on our island grows about 8 different types of olives. And you can look it up on the internet. It's called the Olive Farm on Salt Spring Island. So that's what it is. It's the only olive farm on Salt Spring Island. The Olive Farm on Salt Spring Island. You harvest olives from the trees by hand. And they usually harvest in November, December. Last year, I think they harvested in late October. They were ready. And this year, I'm sure maybe we'll be ready too. We've had a long, hot, dry summer. That's what all really like. Hot, dry summer. It's try having none of my getting up. Pacific, 12. Okay. Islands on the side. I hear a little skip. Of olives too, probably because I'm Italian. I've always loved the all types of olives. I like the freaking awesome. I'll try quiet. That's a tube. AM out of light, AM silent. No about it. Unless I ask my friend, where's my sister? Yeah, anyone? Why?